Dr. Dre's family was told to say goodbyes following his brain aneurysm. So Dre sat down with Black entrepreneur and celebrity trainer Dovet Quince on his podcast, Work Out the Doubt, and discussed his realization about being on the verge of death during his hospital stay back in 2021 for a brain aneurysm. So the private interview was partially reposted on Instagram, and according to Men's Journal, Quince has appeared as the lead trainer on The Biggest Loser and also worked with Dr. Dre to get him back into top shape for his Super Bowl performance, which he did, which was awarded awarded an Emmy, if I'm correct. I think the Super Bowl celebration that Dre did was given an Emmy, so we got to give kudos to Dre and Snoop and them. Congratulations on their Emmy for their Super Bowl performance. But Quince had suffered from debilitating migraines since he was 17 and likely helped Dre understand what he experienced. Dre's brain aneurysm came in the middle of a contentious and very public divorce of his ex-wife, Nicole Young, whom he eventually agreed to give $100 million to during that divorce settlement. During his 2-week ICU stay, he revealed to Dovet that his family was allowed to visit him despite COVID-19 restrictions, which he later learned was because hospital staff did not believe he would pull through the ordeal and left and that his family should say their last goodbyes. Dr. Dre shared that he was tired from the hour-by-hour doctor visits that looked like sobriety tests. Touch your nose. Rub your heel to your calf. Every hour for 2 weeks, I had to wake up and do that. But he acknowledges that he came out of it stronger than before. A year after his ICU stay, of course, he was able to get back into his element, playing his infamous piano notes with hip-hop elites Mary J., Snoop, Eminem, 50, and Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl halftime show. Even Candace Owens, our friend of the show, which not really a friend, but had to admit that she was gyrating in front of her TV to the performance, which garnered 103 million views. But it's just really eerie to think that you could be in a position where family is coming for giving you your final goodbyes and you're not ready yet. You know, it's a scary thought. Cortez, you want to jump on that?
It really does. I think what it did, it actually re-energized them.
Yeah.
Because when you go on it, I hear stories of people on their deathbeds and they come out of it, they're like brand new people, man. They're more aggressive. They wanna do more because they realize at that moment that everything could have been taken away from them. You know, that they couldn't do any more. So I think Dre is definitely a whole new different Dre. This is not the Dre from long ago. This is like Dre 2.0 Dre.
Yeah.
You know, the Super Bowl to me was testimony of that because let's be real, man. Super Bowl has not been friendly to hip hop to start out with, man.
No.
They have not been happy. They look at hip hop as being, oh man, that's that urban city music. They can talk about this and that, but man, we shine. That was probably the best halftime show, one of the top halftime shows of all time. So that told me right there, hip hop is here to stay. I don't care if you censor it. I don't care what you do to it. You can exploit it. You can do whatever you need to do, but it's still gonna keep rising to the top, especially good classic hip hop.
Indeed. And I look at it as one of the top three. I mean, you got to put Michael and Prince in that.
I gotta give it Whitney, man.
Yes, she has the greatest. She has the greatest.
But she didn't do a halftime show. She just did the Mary. Yeah, so let's take her out of that equation.
Well, I'd still give her. You got to give her recognition because it was one of the most listened to songs within that era and everything when she played it, and they played it over on the radio on rotation. It was deep. But Marsha, your thoughts?
Yeah, so I'm with you on, if you are at a near-death experience, you come back as a changed person because then you realize that life, how vital life is, how important and how fleeting it is. So you need to live life every day to the fullest.
Yep.
Dr. Dre, however, I don't like him. Anyhow.
What? Wait, hold it. Pause. Pause.
No,
you
like
just,
him.
We're friends. Yeah. Dre's a friend of the show.
You don't like Dre Day. You don't like Dre Day.
I don't like him.
You just don't like weed. That's all it is.
It's not about. I don't like that either. But I just think that I don't
Okay.
think he's a good person morally. I just don't. And
Okay.
I go to church, so for me, it just he's an abusive person. He has abusive
Okay.
traits, and I don't like him.
Okay.
So, but that being said, the halftime show was lit. But wasn't there a lot of blowback from that? It was too black. I remember
Yeah,
a lot of blowback.
but that's hip
And they
hop.
throwing up gang signs.
That's hip hop. That's just hip hop, and Eminem was in it, so that was that's
Yeah,
a white
that's
card.
that's
But
why we got a pass because of Eminem.
But hey,
Yeah.
but we still got to say it's all since Jay-Z was the one that got it to the NFL and told him, say, hey, look, you got to start giving us that opportunity. You got to give Jay his props too. So,
I'm giving him props. I mean, yeah.
but
Marsha, you said it was too black, and I get that. I get that, but not you. But other people may have said that. But when you see a bunch of white country folk up on there,
They don't say that.
Yeah, they don't say that, but they say, they don't say, well, this is too white country.
Too
You don't
hick.
hear us complaining
No,
about
because
it.
we're supposed to be happy with that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sometimes on my social media I want to post stuff, and sometimes it says like some words, but I'm like everybody's listening to it, but nobody. I'm like I don't even care anymore. I'm posting it. I'm grown. What are they going to do? I'm 50 something years old. What are they going to do? Fire me? But I will say that having a near-death experience is life-changing, and you want to live life to the fullest and do everything and hopefully live right. Hopefully he ain't around there hurt nobody anymore. Just love each other.
that's right.
And that was wrong because I know a lot of people who are not able to say goodbye to their loved ones during COVID. So he got preferential treatment. I just want to put that out there too.
Okay. All right. GPS, your opinion on all this?
I mean, I remember the Super Bowl show. I mean, it looked like they had a lot of fun up there. I think they had just brought back what's the name of that? I think they had just brought back Death Row. They just bought the label.
Yes, they did.
That was Snoop.
That was
Yeah,
Snoop
bought it,
bought
man.
it.
Okay, so there was a lot to celebrate. Looked like they was having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there should be more opportunities for black folks to get up there and perform. I mean, hell, you trade off every other year, or every other sport.
Or just have a mixture, so it's so it's
or a
pleasing
mixture
for
of work.
everyone.
Y'all do half, we do half. Or y'all open, we close. Maybe there's a big brouhaha for the middle. I mean, come on.
But it shouldn't be that way. Where I feel as though nowadays with these artists, man, a lot. And let's be real, man. Some people in white America don't want to see rappers on TV in general, man. They have these negative images of, oh man, these rappers up here, they preaching this and preaching that. They fail to realize the game has changed. It's not like it used to be, man. And I respect the artistry of it. I do respect the artistry of some of these rappers. Yeah, some of the content they say could be a little lewd and out there, misogynistic and all types of stuff going on. But I mean, I told my students, I was like, look, you probably think my music sucks that I listen to, but I think your music sucks also. They were like looking at me like, what do you mean? I was like, we're like generations apart, man. The stuff that your rappers are rapping about, I cannot relate to. It's like I don't understand.